Unataka kusema topic ya leo?
No,
men
you
abuse
talk.
So
their
how,
wives, especially African,
let's just say
African men.
abusive relationship in
Yeah.
an African household.
Yes,
Or
sir.
maybe, yeah.
That's a
Why
good topic.
mnasema Africa mseme dunia mzima?
Everybody in general.
It's happening. I feel
Yes.
like it happens everywhere.
I mean, it does happen
No,
everywhere,
even-
but one
even
of,
Africa.
some specifically
We
on
know
our
about
African
Africa
culture.
most.
Yeah, okay.
Because we're from Africa.
So we want to touch base on abusive relationship in
Women.
It can be both for women and men.
So like Francois, I want you to like say like how have you experienced that, or like you've seen.
Or for example,
So for me, it's not more like I've experienced it myself, but I've seen it in
Neighbors.
like other people going through it.
Neighbors.
And most of the time, the way I see is African women are treated different in a household, just based on what they used to back in Africa.
Yeah.
Be a
So
genius.
they try
that's okay. We gotta talk about it. We have to, bro.
like the way our African women are treated inside a household,
Yeah.
especially with the type of education that we have right now. We feel like it's something that is not supposed to be happening.
Yeah.
So we want to talk more about that. So why do you think that happens? Like, what do you think that abusive relationship happens in a household?
So I want.
It can be, for example, a husband beating a wife,
Yeah.
wife beating a husband,
Yeah.
or parents beating
Yeah,
up their
baby,
kids.
Yeah.
Hey,
So-
No, I'll say no.
Yeah, when I pick up,
Beating up their
Talking
kids
about
is
baby.
different. It's separate. Let's stick to that.
Okay,
like,
so
beating up
why
the wife.
do you think is okay? So let's focus. We'll touch on beating up the kids later.
Alright.
So husband beating their wives. Do you think that is okay?
So I want
It
Faraj to
depends.
answer that first.
Faraj,
Yeah, it depends.
it depends on what. Depend on him.
Let's say like mwanaume akisema kitu fulani kwenye nyumba no.
Siende
Pia na-
kiongozi.
Yeye kiongozi. Tuko viongozi. of
So
course.
uko na ile akili ya kusema eti,
kuongoza.
Acha amalizie.
mimi ndio mwanaume wa hii nyumba, nikisema kitu lazima ufanye.
Explain.
No, siwezi sema hivyo but naye tutaleta some idea lakini anapaswa respect kwanza nani
mwanaume.
zangu.
Hata kama ni
Ndio
wrong.
mwanaume, ha?
hata idea yako ni wrong to a respect.
No, kama ni wrong
that's why
anasema
that's why I need to talk.
Let's
it out.
listen
Yeah,
to him. Let's
tunapaswa
first.
tuongee.
Go all the way at the end. Yeah, sema.
So, okay, let's say mimi nasema bibi yangu sifanye kitu fulani, unaona, but yeye anakigeuza na kifanya, wanasema akienda nje kwa favor zake anasema mimi bwanangu hawezi kuniongoza hivi na hivi, anasema mimi ni mimi, unaona. So, inakuwa tunapinzana.
So uko na right ya kumpiga.
I mean, so kumpiga direct, right? But they kana chini na ndaongea nani, wambie uko afanye ni hivi na hivi, so fresh.
Alafu kama
Sasa siposikiza
kama
Kama
asikini kipigo.
kipigo.
hapana tupigane.
Atapigwa vitu.
No,
So pigana.
no, ndamwambia first. But kama asikii, itafika time nampiga. No, for real. Yes, lazima fear, no. Kama anaona kumpiga, anasema bwanangu nipiga last time. Nikifanya tena akanipiga, unaona?
No, it's actually true, bro.
For men.
No, it's not all women, right? But there's some women they prefer.
Oh, violence.
But the men, but
Yes. Okay, that's true though.
if you
That's
don't
true.
beat them,
But this man
they say, "What kind of men are you? You never even touched me. You never even beat me." Wanakuzarau.
But do you think it's okay?
I don't think it's
so
okay.
you
but
doing
if
it
your woman is
consistent?
doing that to you,
Fear, right?
But you-
Yeah.
Because I got
I
a
guess
question.
it's too loud. I guess it's
I
too
do-
loud. I'm saying,
Oh, person.
if your woman is telling that to you, is saying that to you, that oh, you're a weak man if you never even.
Can I tell you something?
What kind of man are you? Are you gonna just?
No, personally, me, I would say she just need help.
Yeah.
That's
That's
So you gotta whoop her to prove a point?
Yeah,
or
you
just
can't
doing it for-
be.
No.
So you whooping her to prove that you're not weak?
No, I will break her.
But you're not weak though.
I go kick her.
Nah, but-
Hey, Luther, they're gonna use that again.
I'm just playing, guys. Eh?
Hakuna. That means you following what she's saying.
Nah,
No.
bro.
You never whoop me. So you gotta whoop her because she's saying.
Nah, I don't think you should.
Nah,
break her.
That's what I'm saying. You gotta
I'll
be
say-
smart.
Check out a therapist. or something.
Okay, so do you think that
She might have
creates
trauma.
do you think that creates an abusive relationship?
Yes.
in
Yes.
family?
Yes.
Big
But
fact.
I'll
She's-
say first, you need to treat your wife the same way you treat your mom, your parents. You feel
Yeah,
me?
that's
I'll say, if you do that, that's why you gotta know how to prevent all that. Because most of the time when your mom say like, "Hey, don't do that," you're already used to that. That's why you need to sit down, talk it out with your wife, so you can prevent the violence, all that.
So basically, just
No, but-
that comes
Yeah.
from the way he was raised
Yes,
up.
because that's true.
That might
'Cause
lead
look,
to breakup. Yeah?
because we understand the man is like, he's
The
supposed to
leader.
be the leader, right? So like that's why like if you're not there, who's the leader? The wife. regardless. So like that's why I
That's
need to
your queen.
like
Single mama. Yeah.
That's
yeah.
my queen.
Yo, that's why like there's stuff that you can do and the woman also that you can do and the woman knows that she can do. So that's why she brings something to the table and you bring out something to the table. That's why like I need to talk it out every time if she
that's
do something
that's
wrong. She gotta tell you. She gotta tell, hey man, you did something wrong and you gotta fix it. If she did something wrong, you gotta tell her. She gotta fix it.
But in African tradition,
You gotta talk it
Quran,
out.
they never talk about it.
No,
It's all about violence, especially a man.
So nikipigo tu.
Yeah, they just boo boo. Why? You think that's to discipline her? You say, if I whoop, and then is another man telling another whoop your wife?
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
think that is a good way of disciplining someone.
Exactly.
I think it's weak.
Whooping,
You know, you
even a
can't-
kid, if you whoop,
that is not how you
a solution,
discipline
bro.
someone.
Talk fast.
Okay, what do you think is a good way to like discipline your woman if she's not listening to you?
Yeah.
What's one way will you use to make her?
On
try
my
it?
side, especially if my woman don't understand.
I want to
She
hear
don't
if,
wanna
if
listen.
everybody's
Yeah, that's a
opinion.
good.
No,
point.
first,
She don't wanna listen. Whooping is not. I'm not gonna touch.
Yeah, I would
that's,
never do that.
That's like low.
not
I put it
report
low.
to family,
I put
I
like
first.
putting myself down. I'm gonna talk to her like a mature person.
Could it
It's
go-
the thing what you say in
Yes.
your mouth.
Usha
Yeah.
to ni kwetu nendo
you're not
Yeah, you
report
can
family
do that.
yake, yes.
You can talk to her.
Utopenda
I mean, that's the
si-
solution.
Okay, David, what would you do? What would you like?
No, first of all, like I'm not gonna get myself in that situation at first, because that's the reason why before I even get to the point to marry you, like I need to like live with you and know your character,
long
all
time.
that for a while,
Exactly.
so
Live
I know
with
how to
somebody
prevent.
married.
Yes, like you need to know, like you need to know your girlfriend, your wife, your fiance,
about it.
all that.
Conversation is
That's
always
what, that's
important.
the reason why like you need to like know their character, how they act, because like you're not just gonna get to a relationship with somebody right away and you start like yeah. Let's say
That actually just gave me an idea. So, for example, because I know most of the abusive relationship that happens in our African cultures, for example, you see how our parents got married back then. Like they didn't have
Okay,
really
that's true,
a lot of time to get to know each other. It was just more, oh, I like you. Here, boom. Your families put you all together.
yeah.
And most of those relationships usually end up like that because you never really got a chance to know the type of person you're marrying.
Yeah.
So
You see, it's like, okay, let's go with the process. We're marrying you first, and then we'll find out as we go.
And also, like for my
And then whenever you're finding out, ni kipigo tu after kipigo.
Exactly. These females eyes are swollen. Like, what's
and
going
also
on?
like for my understanding is
Abusive
like
relationship.
when you marry her, like her parents just forget about it. So basically, like
No, that's
They
true.
abandon
it's on her now.
Yeah.
And
You know
that's
what I'm saying?
crazy.
Don't bring your problem to us.
I know.
handle
That's
it.
another thing. Yeah.
They say that
It's not handling by whooping her.
marriage is not easy.
And that's
They might
crazy.
slap you sometimes. They might tell you that, but don't leave.
But why?
Oh yeah, and that's the thing in our African community.
The beating is like normal.
No, it's not even about bidding. They tell you, especially if you're getting married, they tell you it don't matter what you're going through. You have to stay there.
Not to
And that's
stay
fair.
there.
For
I
the
don't like
kids.
that.
No, I'll say
So do you okay?
I'll say
that-
I'll say the man.
Yeah.
I'll say the man is the problem. If you say it like that, the man is the problem. That's why like you need to know. I need to prevent all that. Like
Violence,
why you marrying that man and you know like he gonna be like he gonna violate
That's
you
the
like
thing
that.
though. They didn't know.
Oh.
They didn't know. So the question is, do you think whenever that you start experiencing that, do you think it's better for you to just leave?
No.
Yes.
It's never the option.
Yes, to be honest, you just leave.
Okay, we're not in Africa that
Yeah,
living
because
is not
okay,
an option.
that's what we're saying.
We're in the United States. Do you think it's okay for you to leave once that you start
Okay,
experiencing
what I
that?
think is, I don't think you should leave the first time. Try to talk.
yeah,
right
talk
now,
it out.
I'm telling the woman, if your man beat you, if it just happened once, right? Don't try to leave. Try to talk to him and say, I didn't like what you did. We should talk. Then
Exactly.
you beating me.
Conversation is
If
also
it happen
solution.
again, don't give another chance. Just disappear because if
Check-
you
I check-
talk to
I-
him and he didn't hear you,
So Faraji, what do you say about this?
Why? Unapaswa kuangalia reason. Why mwanaume alimpiga?
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Like, yes.
So why? Okay.
That, like,
Alifanya nini?
I don't know. Me, I don't believe in that.
For me,
No, because pako wafia wengine wanapenda ji.
na for me,
Why? Why
Why?
you doing that?
Yeah, because even the Bible nasema usipigi bibi yako.
yeah.
Qur'ani nasema usipigi bibi yako, right? But fia anakuambia kama uko mwanaume unipige.
So
alafu
bro, anakuambia hivyo ndio unafanya.
so now anakwambia,
No,
so does that make
That
you
is the
bad?
way of
You
testing
weak.
you.
Yeah,
Don't
does
do
that
it.
make you
That
bad?
mean you weak.
Yeah,
Someone
she
who's weak.
tells you.
No.
Okay,
That mean una control.
yeah.
Wait,
Joe,
exactly.
No,
that's
wait.
what you need.
If she tells you, come
Ati
on,
nipige,
man,
unampige.
or if your man beat me,
Eh.
and you do it.
Atafanya ndo mjinga.
No, that's what I was telling. That's the thing I was saying. Like,
Exactly.
women they're trying to play a role of men, and men also they're trying to play a role of
Of
women.
women.
So
The
that's
time
what
is-
no, that's the
changing.
thing. Like it's changing.
Yes.
That's the reason why.
Like,
Like
if a woman told you,
Yeah.
"Whoop me to be a real man," and you
Yeah.
got whoop her.
That's the
prove that
thing,
you're
like-
a man. That means
No,
you do what she said.
Okay, guys, before we go
Fake-
far,
fake
before we go far,
cool.
I'm gonna tell everyone that's watching us right now. I got a local story, yeah. When I was in high school, I was dating this girl. She was African American, and I feel like she was very toxic.
She was toxic.
She was
Don't
toxic.
feel.
This is my friend, right? He knows that for sure.
She was
So,
toxic.
time to time, right? She would test me all the time. She would say like I was talking right now. What kind of man are you? You never even slapped me. You never even done this. I never slapped her at that time, right?
At that time is
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah, yeah. One day we're in the swimming pool. I took her some pictures. She looked at the pictures. She's like, "Yeah, you can't even take pictures. What kind of man are you? You can't take pictures. You never whoop me." I said, "Oh,
whoop me. It's
like,
crazy.
I'm going on top of my head.
You lying, bro.
I didn't slap her. This is what I did. She do. If you don't know what she did,
No, but any reason
I put her on the ground, right?
Why
It was very hot, and I just put her there, and she was burning. And I can show you, I won't whoop
Yeah,
you.
that's
So
crazy.
I will just show you that I'm a man.
Did that solve the
And
problem?
if I want to, it did solve.
bro?
It
What?
Listen, I'm never gonna whoop my woman. I'm just saying, you know how I solved it? She acted mad. She went home. I didn't call her. She goes, "So you just whoop me?
Whoop me is crazy.
You didn't even call me."
Yeah.
After that day, she never tell me that again. I didn't slap her. I didn't
Listen,
punch her.
and
I
I'm
just
telling
put her on the
like
ground hard.
this
And
is
I
a
was
true
talking to her.
story. This
And I
I'll
was
add to
just
that.
talking to her. I said, "You think you're
You
strong?"
see,
'Cause
you
I
was,
never
yeah, you was
I'll add to
conversation.
that. That comes with women in the United States nowadays. They feel like they have power to do whatever, and the men they
Because the
cannot do
government-
anything. Because what he said, this girl will come out of nowhere. We will be hanging out. She will slap him
On
out of
purpose.
nowhere on
Testing
purpose.
me.
Hey, man, that's a
Testing.
toxic relationship.
Like, what would you do
Yeah,
then?
that's-
Just because he cannot touch you back, just because he cannot hit you.
Okay, what Francois just say, right? Like, we used to hang out, right?
Yeah.
And her friend would tell us something that I didn't even do. Before she come and ask me, I would just,
Oh yeah. No.
I would experience.
No, that's
class. I was eating lunch, right? High school,
I remember that
eating
day.
lunch. I heard bang. I look back. As a man, what would you do to
No,
me?
what about in the bus?
Yeah, he put on the ground
Yes,
one
ah,
day.
man, relax.
And I started talking to
Yeah,
her.
talking to her. Like, hey,
Sometimes I leave you
don't
at
act
the
like
police,
that.
You think I'm weak? And,
I'm not weak. I'm not finna let
I
my
was-
What would you do, David?
Nah.
Will you slap her? Would you punch her?
I'ma walk away. Cause if I stay there, hey Charlie, I'll sit
I do something.
Yeah, I feel like
Yeah.
for me, it's easier for you to just walk away.
Yeah.
than-
So
Because
Faraji, what the
This
fuck
is
is your
the-
your
Utafanya
situation?
kulisha kofi na kufanya kitu. Hujafanya chochote mwanangu, unakula.
Huyo ataua huyo.
Ziba kofi.
Mimi-
Now, to be honest,
Eh.
Ah,
Asa nini?
Yeye anaenda.
Nah, bro, I'm not gonna talk to her.
Naenda
For
tu
a while.
kupigana
We don't
naye.
know you to walk
Then
to walk and lick. You need to be a man to do that, bro.
You
That's
do.
a courage.
And that's what you need to
That's
do.
really a courage, bro.
As, no, as
Look
a
like
man,
this, man. Oh my.
and that's what I'm saying. As a man, you not really. I never think it's okay to lay your hands on your woman.
Yeah.
The only way for you to actually put her in a place, just walk away. Her herself, the guilt, that guilt will eat her up.
Yeah,
So kila mwanaume.
yeah, not every man.
I know not
Yeah.
every man does that, but
Yeah.
I feel like that's the only way for you to do. Walk
Okay,
away.
Farajaga, one
Don't
thing.
say anything.
There's a saying that says that a man who cannot control his anger is weak.
Always.
Oh no, that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
If you can never control your
I mean,
anger,
everybody, even
you are
females.
weak. Even women.
Pako fasa
A person who cannot control your anger.
When
you
you're
are
angry, try to step.
You don't think that I was gonna control him?
control.
You can.
No.
try.
Nah.
It's hard, but try.
Yeah, try your best. Like,
We all
Yeah,
we
if-
all
if
know
the-
we all human beings.
No, there are people that are good at that.
yeah.
It's hard, Antoine.
It's trained. you
Yeah,
know,
it's really hard.
You just gotta train your
You
mind.
need time, man. It's really hard to just walk away.
That's
Some
why
situation when
that's
you
why
make-
my relationship here now haiendelee bro.
And then
Yeah.
Hakuna adabu, you know bro.
for both.
Yeah,
Ukiangalia
like
ba
because-
parent wetu wa zamani
Well,
walikuwa wana
yeah,
communicate,
A woman bring
you know.
food and I numb, you know.
Yeah.
hey,
And that's what I'm saying.
Precious.
Also, and that's what I say.
Tradition.
The problem is, at least in Africa, the women knew if I do something, my husband will beat me.
Yeah.
And there's nothing that will happen. But here,
Some men, okay,
Yeah.
can you listen to this?
Or the
He said
government
that
play a
men in
role.
Africa, they go drink alcohol and they gotta like each other. Yeah. Hey man, do they
Oh,
whoop
yeah.
your wife? When you get home, first they
they
whoop her.
Big I am a coffee.
Big I am a coffee. My mom shot. Where? The wife did not do nothing. Come here. Come here. Come on, bro.
The next topic, I don't know if
That's
we
crazy,
about it
man.
today. We should talk
As
about
you say, we say.
Yeah. Huh.
So like, so what can in that situation where, how can you prevent those situations, whatever?
Now,
Conversation really.
I'll say you need to know who you marrying. You need to know who you're trying to get,
Yeah.
who you're getting in a relationship with.
But conflict
Like
will always
before
gonna
all
happen
that.
there.
No, that's true. That's true. Everywhere.
Conflict.
You never know. So that's why like you need to know you need to like sometimes if y'all know your relationship is going to that point, to the point that you're starting putting your hands to each other,
Correct.
y'all can go to therapy, right?
But Africa, they don't have therapy.
No, to
sometimes.
be honest, no.
People
Like
can't afford a
if you
therapy.
in this, no, we talk about our generation.
I do not believe in therapy.
We can talk about our generation, like you
That'll
need,
be another
or you can talk to somebody that have experience that
Experience, like
lived,
the elders.
yeah, somebody older that
They got
lived,
experience
yeah.
with the marriage.
For me,
They went through
so-
the same thing.
this is me, and everybody's entitled to their own opinions. I'm not saying this is the right answer now. You can do this, but for me, I feel like if you're in a certain situation as a man, you feel like laying hands on your woman, walk away, because at that
that's the best
time
thing to
it's
do.
you're angry.
Anger.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm
You're
saying.
angry, so the only listen. Just
Angry.
at that moment, just
Walk away.
walk away. Because by the time you leave,
Yeah.
you come back, you're not gonna feel the same way.
I agree with you. I agree with you. That's the right decision.
Ooh, yeah, that's
But it's really hard for you to walk away.
And that's what I'm
you
saying.
gotta train yourself. That's
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying.
If you
Just walking away.
if you consider yourself,
That's
listen,
really hard,
if
dog.
you consider yourself as a
Because-
man,
because you
no,
know-
listen, if you consider yourself as
Yeah,
a
that's
man,
hard.
that's it. No, that's something you need to master. Like that's
Yeah,
something
you need to
actually
master that. You
But that's
can-
what I'm
you need to master that thing, not laying hands
gotta
on your
learn how to
woman
do that.
or any female at all, because that is not right.
when you walk away, that's you win. You win. I ain't gonna lie. You're gonna win. You gotta be a topper. Cause what? Just walk away.
Do you think you, as you said, do you think you'll be able to walk away?
proving a
Let me
point,
drink water first.
So you
Walking away. Well, I gotta train about that. But I'm not gonna lay my hands though. I'll just look at her in a certain way.
As
Like
a
how
man, you always want to
yeah?
prove a point.
Yeah.
I think that's
I'm
where you
gonna.
make the mistake.
I'm not gonna put my hands on her.
That see,
But
he just said something. You go ahead and say it.
As a man, you always want to prove a point that you're a man, and that's when you make the mistake.
Once you feel like you have to prove yourself,
No,
that's
I'm not
when
proving-
most mistakes
Because
happen.
like this,
Would you walk away?
Women are very good at
Me?
testing people.
Me,
Yeah, that's-
knowing myself,
Women will test you for real.
of course.
of course they do that.
So if
Of course.
you're not good at
Be
controlling,
step
that,
or be step.
and some men will hear you will try to prove yourself. I'm the man, so I will show you today. Today,
you go.
And once you,
Booga.
today's today.
Booga.
and once you get that to that mindset saying that today's today.
So what about those? Oh, what about those men who came from the club, drink, they're drunk, and then they're gonna whoop their wife in the
Nah, that's what I would.
you sleep in the neighbor, they're whooping the neighbor over there. But should I go help or should I just stay?
So
man?
guys, we have 1 minute.
Okay, so just to wrap up this conversation is more like, okay, we all agree it's not okay to beat up your woman, but there's you guys feel like there's a situation where you need to do that. That's what you're saying.
You know, there was a
No, but
yeah.
mliongelea kupiga mwanaume.
Yeah.
I mean mwanaume
Mwanamke.
kupiga mwanamke, right? But poko wasi wengine wanapiga wanazao.
Aje.
No, yeah, for
no,
sure.
no.
Poko
It's
wasi wengine wanapiga
Like,
bwana
you
yao.
know, it always start, like, sometimes it actually start on a woman actually
Okay,
putting
then.
hands on you.
Wako.
Then you
For
get
real.
mad. Then you're like, what should I do? It's like
like my
she gets something and she hits you with it.
So guys,
like,
we're wrapping it up. So
Okay, so
You never know.
Okay, so I feel like this is a conversation we'll have to continue some other day.
yeah.
If you guys have any opinions or you guys have any questions about this, go ahead and comment it, and we'll get back into it. So, thank you for watching again. Make sure you hit the subscribe button.
Comment
share.
below.
yeah, if you got
Make sure you
questions,
share,
yeah,
guys.
If you had another topic or question,
and share it to your friends.
Again,
Put it
see you
down.
next time. Liga love.